Hello. So I am doing Mcfarland today, and then maybe Divide and the Amargosa Overlook. I parked up at Lee Canyon, and I'm walking down here to the lower bristlecone pines trailhead, and then I'm gonna connect that with the bonanza trail and take that up to Mcfarland. But it's almost it's 11 o'clock already. So I'm gonna have to be fighting daylight. So we'll see if I have time to do the others. So I'll keep you posted along the way, as always. Alright, so just walking down the bristlecone trail, or the lower bristlecone trail. Super chill fire road. Tiny little grade, steady uphill. There's a South Sister. Did that one yesterday. That would be a good one to link up with this if you want. There's tons that you can link up from here. I'm just doing the 3 if I can, but there's a lot more that you can do if you have the time and are willing to. So I'm just gonna continue down here, get up there, and then check back in with y'all. All right, so that was the lower bristlecone, and then right where it has that U, you're gonna get off. It's pretty apparent where you're supposed to get off there to go up to Mcfarland. So you're gonna start this now. Not bad at all so far. Whew. That was a leg burner, but I just came up there from upper bristlecone pine and connected onto this trail. I'm gonna go bang a right and start walking towards Divide and Mcfarland. I'm gonna hit Mcfarland first, just because that's the big one. So I wanna see how much time I have when I'm done with that. Probably get Divide. Can't imagine it's that far off this trail. And then if time's looking good, which it is right now, then I can get the Amargosa. But just walking up that creek bed reminds me of some of the stuff in like the White Mountains, like Mount Moosilauke. Just walking up like the creek bed like that, kind of cool, but just pretty steep. Nothing bad out, nothing else about it. And so just walking along this, and then it's done. Alright, so just continuing to walk this path here. It's been a nice path the whole time, and I believe this little bump here is Divide, which I might just go get real quick, because this is like not out of the way at all. So I'll keep you posted when I get closer. All right, here's the summit of Divide Peak. This was not more than a quarter mile off the trail. You just gain that ridge line, and then it's not that first little bump, but the second one right behind it. Then you'll come up here and you get the ammo box. I'm guessing that's Mcfarland, and then some nice views over here. So I'm gonna check this ammo box out, sign it, and then get moving to Mcfarland. This is pretty cool. This was placed here in 2002 for Divide Peak. So thought I'd show you that. But gotta head over to Mcfarland. All right, linked back up on the trail. There's nothing sketch or hard about getting up to Divide. Quite easy. Just walk up and down the bump off along the path, then you can walk right back down. So let's see how Mcfarland is. I've heard this one is one of the harder ones in this range, so we'll see. All right, so I think that's the bonanza. You're gonna come down to a hard left right there with a pile of rocks right here, and then there's a trail. You can see the cairns up here, and I believe this is the way to get up to Mcfarland. So we're gonna go this way, take this trail, and see what happens. I'll keep you posted. Just making my way up the chute. Rock stacks everywhere, very well marked so far. Just pretty steep and loose a little bit, so continuing upwards. Came up here, nice and steep and loose, and it looks like I'm gonna get on a rock wall right here and shoot it up in between there. Doesn't look too bad at all, so I'm gonna get working on that. Come from up there and then continue on up. Not bad. Almost nearing the summit. Definitely some class 4 on the way up. At least the way I went up. Some people were saying it was only 3, but definitely did some 4. This is definitely one of the tougher ones I've done so far. This is a good one. All right, Mcfarland Peak. This was a good one. It's got some distance to it. It's got some scrambling, some loose rock, some nice trail, a logbook. It's got a little bit of everything. I like this. It's definitely one of the better ones for sure. So I'm gonna check this logbook out, see if there's anything cool in there, and then get moving. All right, back on trail. That was fun and steep. Now it's gonna be cruisy until I get to the junction where I can turn off to Amargosa Overlook. So just backtracking my steps right now for like 2.5 miles, and then I'll post back here. I'll check back in. All right, so when you're coming down the whatever trail this is, you're gonna run into a Mount Charleston wilderness sign. Do not keep continuing there if you want to go to the overlook. Jump over these rocks here and just start going this way on this path. You don't want to make that mistake. All right, so I'm at the junction with Amargosa Overlook. You can see some more signs here, and then you can see a little small trail up here instead of going down to the right. So I'm gonna go here and get stepping. It's like already past 4, running out of daylight. Probably got about 4 miles to go, so I should be good, but I just can't stop for too long. All right, so I climbed up the little hill and gained the ridge, and now I'm kind of just following this high point. There's like a path that keeps appearing and disappearing, and I'm doing my best to follow that, but basically we're just staying along this high point here. All right, this is the Amargosa Overlook. I don't see a register up here. It could be over there. This is definitely higher than that, so, and this is where it says the summit is, so I would go over there, but it's already past 5. The sun's gonna set in like an hour, 15 minutes. I still got 5 miles to go, so I got a little bit of catching up to do. So, but look at the way that sun hits the hits Mount Charleston and the other mountains. Looks like Mummy, I guess. That's awesome. All right, and we are done. My car's right over that hill, and then we got the ski resort here, and I guess the mountain bike trail too, when it's not in ski season. So most people don't realize that there's a ski resort up here.